students, welcome to statistics class. Yesterday's class we discussed about component or subdivided bar diagram, and today we will discuss about percentage bar diagram. Here in case of percentage bar diagram, this is the last type of bar diagram. Last type in the sense, in case of one dimensional bar diagram, this is the last one. In case of one dimensional bar diagram, there are four kinds of diagram, that is simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, subdivided or component bar diagram, and the last one it is percentage bar diagram. Now this diagram, the diagram part is similar to component bar diagram. We are drawing the bars, then we are subdivided. But in case of subdivided bar diagram, the directly what values they have given in the problem, same values on a basis of cumulative values we plot on the or we represent through the bars. But here the name itself says percentage bar diagram. Here we need to take the percentage of what values they have given. After taking percentage on cumulative basis, we have to show it on the bars. So here we need to prepare one more separate table in order to calculate percentage. But here in case of percentage bar diagram, the length of the bars firstly the length of the bars is always 100. Length of the bars, in the sense the height of the bars will be drawn to the 100. The height will be always it is whatever may be the bars, the height will be always it is 100. Means the percentage means we always calculate percentage on the basis of 100. So here length of the bar is always 100. So we need to convert into percentage. Now whatever values they have given, we need to convert that values into percentage. Then percentage means obviously total will be 100. So here length of the bars is always 100. That is the difference between subdivided and percentage. Subdivided means directly to this total we draw the bars. The length will be equal to the total. But here length is always 100 because we convert it into percentage, then we take the total. So after drawing the bars, then again the same like subdivided. According to the percentage we divide. According to the percentage, not for the actual value but for the converted percentage value we subdivided the bars here. We subdivided the bars in case of percentage bar diagram. But here they have given one formula in order to find out the percentage of the angle of percentage, angle of individual percentage. That formula goes like the angle of percentage or take this formula. The percentage angle is equal to individual value, means this individual value, divided by total value. What is that total value? Total value into, since we the percentage of individual angle, percentage of individual angle, percentage of individual angle is equal to individual value 72 divided by total value 526 into 100. Again 85 divided by 526 into 100. In that way we have to find out the percentage angle. We have to find out the percentage angle. Then we need to take the cumulative of that percentage. After that we need to represent in the table. So you need to remember this particular formula. And here one more thing, this question it may come for 10 marks or it may come for 5 marks. If it comes for 10 marks, then you have to show the angle of all the angle calculations you have to show. But if it comes up for 5 marks, once you have to write the formula and one substitution if you show, that's enough. Then you can directly calculate in the table. But if it comes for 10 marks, you have to show all the calculation for student A and student B. Here they have given the marks of 2 students. Now we'll move toward the first one problem. Then it will be more clear. Now read the problem. Read the problem there. Here the marks of 2 students they have given in the examination. Marks of students they have given. Represent the data by percentage bar diagram. Represent the data by percentage bar diagram. Here different subjects that is Kannada, English, statistics, economics, business and accountancy. Then marks they have given student A and student B. Then they have given the total. Total if they do not provide even we can calculate. But while doing solution, now write the solution here. You need to prepare one more separate table. You cannot calculate through this particular table. Solution you need to prepare one more separate table as it is. Write here subject and here student A. Here student A and here it is student B. Student A and student B. Then we need to write here the marks. Here comes marks. The original marks what they have scored, these marks. Then percentage. Then comes the cumulative values. Percentage and cumulative values. Then again for student B, here the original marks. Then comes the percentage. Then their cumulative values. Marks, percentage and cumulative values. Then now here it is subject. Now we'll take the subjects what they have given. Your first comes, I'll write it in a short form, Kannada. Then second subject they have given there English. Second one they have given English. Then third one it is statistics, stats, and fourth one economics, and then business, and last one accountancy. Accounts. Then comes the total. We'll write the total. Now, first we'll go to the calculation part of student A. Now, student A, original marks what he has scored 72 in Kannada, then 85 in English, and 97 in statistics, 88 in economics, and business there 90 in business. Then last one accountancy 94. Accountancy it is 94. Then now we need to find out the percentages. How to find out the percentages? Now first one I will show there one calculation each. First one that is for Kannada. Student A. It is calculation for student A, that is Kannada. See, I am not writing formula once again because already I have written. So here, individual value that is 72. And what is the total? Total here 526 into 100. Now, when we calculate, we get there here 13.6. some other values we get. But while writing here, we are not writing here 13.6. We are writing the approximate value. We are writing the approximate value. Since we have got after the decimal here it is 6, 5 or more than 5. If we get after the decimal the first digit, if it is 5 or more than 5, we can increase this value by 1. For example, here it is 4. Then what we need to write as a round figure? It is not 5 or more than 5. So we need to take the round figure as 13 itself. But since here the after decimal the first digit is more than 5, if it is 5 or more than 5, we can increase this value by 1. So we are writing here first percentage it is 14. The first one it is 14. Then the second one, I'll show one more calculation. English. Next it is for English. Then individual value 85 divided by 526 into 100. So there we get 16.1. There we get 16.1. So we need to make a round figure as after the decimal here it is 1. It is not 5 or more than 5. So round figure we need to take as 16 itself. So here we are taking 16. Next, in case of stats, 97 by 526 into 100, then we get 18.4 we get. So we take it as 18 itself. So we take it as 18. The next one, 88 by 526 into 100. 88 by 526 into 100. There we get 16.7. There we get value as 16.7. Since it is more than 5, we consider it as 17. We consider it as 17. Next comes their business. There 90 by 526 into 100. 90 by 526 into 100. Then we get 17.1. Then we get value as 17.1. So since it is 1, not more than 5, so we consider it as 17. We consider it as 17. Then last one, that is 94 by 526 into 100. There we get 17.5 or 6 we get. So we convert it to, so if since it is more than 5, we are writing it as 80. Now we got the percentages. These are the percentage. When you total this percentage, then you get 100. You have to get there 100. If you do not get 100, then your calculation is wrong. Or else you have, while taking round figure or while making round figure, you went wrong. As I said, 16.7 after decimal, the first value. If it is 5 or more than 5, this you can increase by 1. For example, if it is less than 5, you should write it is 16 as. You should write it is 16 itself. Then, now what we need to do? Now we need to make the cumulative values. Here, the first one it is 14. Now 14 plus 16, we get there 30. Next, 30 plus 18, we get there 48. 48 plus 17, we get there 65. 65 plus 17, we get there 82. 82 plus 18, now you need to get this total 100. Correct. Our total calculation is correct. Now, next we need to go with student B. As I said, it's enough if you show any of the two values calculation. We calculated here, 2 we calculated, or one is also enough. One is from student A, one is from student B. Now, we'll write the original marks of student B. The first one, Kannada, is scored 82. Then next it is English 92. Then comes statistics 95, then there economics 90, then business 87, then accountancy 98. Now again the total it is 544. Now what we need to do? Apply the formula we have written. So once again, student B, the calculation with student B, one calculation if you show it now. The first one, individual value. What is that? Kannada is equal to individual value, it is 82 divided by total value 544 into 100. What do we get? We get there 15.0. We get there 15.0. Since we got here 0, we cannot increase here. We need to write it as 15. We need to write it 15. So this is 15. Now next one, the second one, that is English. What is the value? Individual value 92 divided by 544 into 100. 544 into 100. There we get 60.9. There we get 60.9. See here, since here after decimal it is 9, more than 5. So we can increase it by 1. If you want to make it round figure, we have to increase it. So here we can write as 70. Here we can write as 70. Then next one, third one, starts it is 95. I will write here only 95 by 544 into 100. What do we get? Then we get 70.4. Since it is 4, we will write it as 17 itself. Next one, that is fourth one, 90 by 544 into 100. 90, 544, 100. Then we get 16.5. Then we get 16.5 here. 5 or more than 5, we can increase it by 1. We are taking it as round figure as 70. Then last but one, here it is 87. 87 by 544 into 100. There we get 15.9. There we get 15.9. Since here it is 9 after decimal, in order to make round figure, we can increase it by 1. Then we get 60. Here we can write it as 60. And the last one, 98 by 544 into 100. 98 by 544. Individual value by total value into 100. Then we get 18.0. So we will take it as 18. Now, when you make the total, here also you need to get percentage as 100. Now what we need to make? Now we need to make the cumulative value. First one has 15. 15 plus 17. Then it is 32. 32 plus 17. It is 49. 49 plus 17. Here it is 66. 66 plus 16. Then we get 82. 82 plus 18. We get 100. So with this we completed with the table. Now we will erase the unnecessary information which is not necessary. This we can erase. Now we end with the table here. As I said, here it is. We need to make a separate table here. Student A and student B. Each student contains 3 columns. First one marks, the direct marks what they have given. Then we need to make the percentage through this particular formula. We need to prepare the percentage values. we get the percentage. How to prepare? 72 individual value by total 526 into 100. We get the value. We have to make it a round figure. Then after finding out percentage, then we need to write the cumulative value in order to represent in the table. 14 plus 16 30, 30 plus 18 48, 48 plus 17 65, 65 plus 17 82, 82 plus 18 100. Then next one, student B as it is here, original marks we have to take. Then we need to find out the percentage, then cumulative value. With this we completed with the table. Now we need to prepare the graph. We'll erase the problem here because with the help of that table we can prepare. I erase this. Solution I will write here. Formula I will write here. What was that formula? Formula you have to write, otherwise you won't get marks here. The percentage angle. Angle of the percentage of individual angle, that is individual value, total value into 100. Then student A and student B calculation. One calculation I will write. The student A. What we calculated? The first one, Kannada is equal to 72 by 526 into 100. What do we get there? There we get 13.6. Now student B I will write. This we calculated just now, but student B Kannada is equal to 82 by 544 into 100. There we get 15.03. After writing formula, one calculation we showed there. Now we will move towards the preparation of graph. How to prepare a graph? Graph is here similar to, as I said, what percentage subdivided we prepare. The same like we are preparing percentage. So firstly we will write the heading here. Diagram showing the percentage bar diagram showing, you can write like that, percentage bar diagram showing marks of student A and student B in an examination. That you can write in an examination. Then we will draw here x-axis and y-axis. Here we will draw x-axis and y-axis. Here it is y, here it is x. Along the x-axis will represent the student A and student B here. Then see the marks here, as I said here, the height or the length of the bars, it is always 100. Then to observe the values, which values we are representing here, these cumulative values we are representing on the graph. So 14, 30, 48, 65, 82, 100. So it is better to go with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, Now, what was that? That is marks. These are, here we represented the marks, here we represented the students. Now we'll draw the bars. As I said, bars always, the total is always 100. Now the first one for student A, length should be always 100. This is for student A, and next one it is for student B. Next it is student B. The bars always total, the length should be 100. Now we represented the bars here. Now we need to, it should be equal, the width should be equal here. I think it is width, sorry, not width, length should be equal. Both should be 100. And width also you need to take equal width for the purpose of beautification. Right, see that we need to see only the cumulative values, because we need to represent only cumulative values here. Now, firstly, we will represent Kannada student A. We will go with student A first. That is 14. Student A to 14. Here it is 10. So 14 on an approximately on an average it will come here 14. Then English, there it is 16. Next comes English. It is 16. Then comes, sorry, first one 14. Then here it is 30. Next one it is 30, not 16. 30 it is. Next one 30. Next comes 48. Next comes there 48. Next it is 65. Next it is 65. Then comes 82. 82. Then 100. Then 100. So here it goes like Kannada, English, stats, economics, business and accounts. Now we'll move towards the students B. See the cumulative values 15. Here first one was 14. So here it is 15. Next one 32. 32. And next comes 49. Here it is 48. Here it was 49. Sorry. Here it was 48. Here it is 49. Then comes 66. Next value. Next value it is 66. Then next 82. Next it is 82. Then last one it is 100. Kannada, English, stats, economics, business and accounts. Now we need to provide the shading here. We need to shade the graph. We need to shade the graph in order to represent the, or in order to identify it easily. For easy reference, we need to provide shading. Next we need to write the index, represents the index. Now the same shades we need to provide for the index. Now firstly what did we represent? Firstly we represented here Kannada, then it is English, then comes then economics, then comes business, and the last one it is accounts. So with this we completed with the percentage bar diagram. We did not write scale here. Scale is equal to y-axis is equal to 1 centimeter. What did we represent here? Marks. What was the gap? 10. The marks of 10. So this is percentage bar diagram. As I said, it may come for 10 marks. If it comes for 10 marks, you need to show this calculation. This calculation you need to show for all the values. If it comes for 5 marks, just show the formula. Then any one or two calculations you show how we have shown here. Then you directly come towards the diagram. As I said, diagram is similar to percentage subdivided bar diagram. But here length is always 100. Their length is according to the total value of the total value we get of the variable. And there we direct values on the cumulative basis we represent. But here we take the percentage of the values. Then we represent in the format of cumulative basis we represent. That is the difference between percentage bar diagram and subdivided bar diagram. I think with this we completed with one-dimensional bar diagrams. There comes simple bar diagrams where simple bars we are drawing. Simple bars of equal weight rectangular bars we are drawing. Next comes multiple bar diagram where we draw the rectangular adjacent rectangular bars. The sets of adjacent rectangular bars we draw there. Next comes subdivided or component bar diagram, what we have discussed yesterday. And today we completed with percentage bar diagram. Nextly we are moving towards the two-dimensional bar diagram, but not today. We will discuss tomorrow. In the next class we will discuss what are the two-dimensional bar diagram. There only one two-dimensional bar diagram is there, that is pie diagram. With that we can complete with the diagrams. Then we can move towards the which are the charts, different kinds of not chart, different kinds of graph which we are representing in this particular chart. Now today I wind up with this. Thank you.